this hour as you're ordering, but I gotta tell you, this sharper image socket shelf, this is the Deluxe, this is the Ultra, so it's got a lot more features than the previous socket shelf that has always been a huge hit. This is normally $40.51. We've taken over $15 off. It's the lowest price we have ever offered. That price will not last on the socket shelf Ultra. This turns one outlet into 8. It has 6 3-prong outlets. It has 2 USB ports, and everything that you plug in here, not only are you organized, not only is everything up and off of the counter because you've got 2 shelves that you can play with and customize, you are getting surge protection, top quality surge protection for every one of those 8 devices that you plug in. We have 4 gorgeous colors for you. Just pick the color that sort of blends into your wall, or you like the pop color. There's that light blue, that's very limited. That one's been really popular. This is the light gray. We have it in white. Previously, white was the only color that we offered the socket shelf in, but in response to your requests, we brought in different colors, and then this is the beige. Now, this is the Ultra, so if you were looking at the other socket shelves, this is the one that has the night light as well, and the night light you can turn on and turn off. These 2 shelves are completely customizable. If you want no shelf, you don't have to put the shelves on. If you want to have the shelves adjustable, it's completely up to you. My guest, Bill Duggan, is joining us to show us how, Bill, it's so easy to get organized, and it's so easy to turn one outlet into 8. So I'm so glad that you're here with us.
Well, I'm glad we're back with this too. And this is really the time to pick it up because we all are at home. We're charging at home. We have our tablets at home, our phones and fitness trackers. We can't just take them to the office and charge. We're in the car. So this is an easy upgrade. And every time we bring the socket shelf in, it goes. This is the Deluxe with more features. And you notice what happens. I've plugged in my razor and my toothbrush. And this is the bathroom plug. So if I need to charge my phone, I'm charging it in another room. If I need to plug something else in, it becomes that dance of, oh, I'll remember to plug it back in. I hope I remember to plug it back in. And easily, just by starting out with a standard 3-prong wall outlet, I'm gonna plug this in. You can plug it in too. You're walking away with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3-prong outlets, 2 USB ports with faster USB charging, and even that night light like Shannon talked about, which is a great little perk if you just want it or don't want it, because I actually just like to use it so I can see the plugs, which is great. I can turn it on or turn it off. But also what you have to realize, yes, I'm gaining more power. I'm also gaining surge protection. So my expensive toothbrush, my razor, my phone, my tablet, don't have to worry about, getting that surge in an electrical storm or an outage. Actually, here's something else that's different. Notice I can move my shelves over and move this one over this way. So maybe I don't want my toothbrush to be that tall. You can really organize it to how it works for you in any room, because that's what we like to say. Don't just get one for the house. Get one for every room, because notice everything's up and off the vanity. It's organized, not just your electronics, but your pills and potions and everything to get ready. So that's the bathroom, that's the kitchen, it's the bedside table. You will now have USB ports, surge protection, a night light if you need it, and as you pointed out, these shelves are removable. So please note, we also have added this nice little eyelet so you can run your cables and cords through. Nice little lip right here so nothing's gonna slip off. But maybe I don't want the shelf. Maybe I just want the bottom shelf. Maybe I want to put the bottom shelf on the top. You have that option too. But even if I just take this to any room of the house, the garage, the man cave, the kids' dorm room, they now have more power. It's an easy upgrade. And even our USB ports are not your standard USB ports. Have you ever plugged in your phone into an adapter like this and it took forever and you wish you had one of those stronger adapters? You're walking away with 2 of those stronger adapters in your socket shelf. So things are going to charge faster and have protection. And look at the organization. I mean, I love my kitchen. I'm never going to unplug the coffee maker or my blender, but if I want to plug in my tablet or phone or headphones and fitness tracker, everything that's there, normally have to do that dance. I've been able to upgrade this. I love how I can see my tablet. So maybe I'm watching TV while I'm cooking. Maybe I'm watching a recipe. Maybe I'm in my long Zoom class all day long and I'm worried about the power. I can still be plugged in, and you see how it props up. And also notice, if I unpack the dishwasher, I'm making cookies for the holidays, none of that powder, none of that mess is getting on or near my electronics. And when I want to plug in something else because, 'tis the season, I don't have to worry about unplugging anything. And I did it all myself. And this is something you can do yourself. Whether it's the holiday gift, whether it's the housewarming gift. I gave some out to a few friends who, got new apartments. Never enough power where you want it. unless you can just plug this in.
And speaking of, now you can bring this if you're going to stay at somebody's house. There's never enough outlets anywhere you go. This is giving you 8 outlets out of just one. And I'll show you what it looks like on the back. You just need a 3-prong outlet. Any one, this is your surge protection. It's your extra organizing shelves, but it's also outlets on the side. So if you wanted to take off the shelves and you wanted to set this behind your couch, you've got 4 outlets now that you can have that are really sleek and right next to the wall instead of sticking right out. $8.32 on any credit card. So here's how FlexPay works. If you're new to HSN, we're so glad that you're here. I'm Shannon Fox, and I'm really excited to be shopping with you. This has been a big game changer for me. So here's how FlexPay works. Any credit card that you've got in your wallet, you can take 3 months to pay this off interest-free. If you don't have an HSN card, you can apply for an HSN card. We're gonna give you $10 off on your first purchase, which would make this not just $15 off and the lowest price ever, but a full $25 off, because you get to use that $10 off on whatever you like. One of the big reasons that we're celebrating our holiday head start, and one of the reasons we love to use FlexPay, is because you could buy one of these for everybody on your list. I can't think of anybody on your list that wouldn't be able to use the Socket Shelf Ultra, but it will be paid off in full by the holidays. So at $8.32, then maybe you get another one for grandpa, $8.32. You get another one for that teenager. You get a few for the gift closet. They're completely paid off, and you don't have that credit card hangover come January where you're like, oh my goodness, I was so glad to be able to take care of people and get them great gifts, but now comes the time I have to pay it all off. Spread it all out, interest-free. We'll ship everything to you. We'll even ship something right to somebody on your list. But your choices are the white, the beige, that really pretty light blue. I just think it's so precious. And then that gray. And you get to customize. If you want shelves, if you don't want shelves, look at how many things are plugged in here. And with that nice little lip, they're not going anywhere. We've got a tablet. We've got one of these, what is that? A little Kodak, little video thing. You've got phones. You've got all these electronics plugged in all at once, and they can be up on the shelves. If it's in your bathroom, if it's in your kitchen. Now, Bill, I have one in the kitchen, and I just discovered one of the reasons I love the Socket Shelf. All right, I've had it for a few years now. One of the reasons I love it, my coffee maker was leaking on the bottom, and I had no idea. It was leaking all over underneath it. If I had had my electronics down by it, that would have cost me, I don't even know how many thousands of dollars. But because they were up on my socket shelf, not only were they surge protected, but they were also protected.
And people also appreciate that it's the go-to spot to charge your phone, to charge your tablet. So in the morning, I know my phone's always charging right here. Or, you know, this is my kitchen. But if I'm sitting over there on the couch watching a movie, I don't want to have to get up all the time to check my phone. I could have one next to me on the couch or in the bedroom. And I love how you mentioned even getting one for grandpa. Because, you know, you like those practical gifts that we can all relate to. Because we all have a USB need now. We all have charging lamps and all that stuff we want. And does this ever happen? I'm charging my phone. You're charging your phone. This wall outlet's done. So we got to go to the next wall. We got to go to the next room. Or have you done this, Shannon, to your husband or to your kids? Oh, they'll never forgive you.
My kids have done it to me.
You can plug yours in.
My kids did it to me.
That's just it. Or have your kids run off with this into their room, and you're like, where's my adapter? These are like gold to people. So guess what? Start fresh with a new wall outlet. Don't worry about the adapters. I can just plug this in. Now I have more plugs and ports than I know what to do with. I can take my phone without the adapter. And I got to tell you, how many things these days are coming not even with that adapter plug, because they're like, you got USB ports everywhere. No, I don't. And you know what? I considered upgrading my kitchen plugs to something like this that has a USB port plugged in. If I have my coffee maker plugged in, I can't even plug in my phone. Or, you know, I've looked at doing these. I'm sure many of us have these behind something and hidden. They don't have USB charging, because surge protection is very important. Even if it's your coffee maker, you don't want that to get blown out. Do you know the price of this is pretty much the same price as a socket shelf? And I can install this myself. This one, no, you got to wait for the honey, you got to do it yourself, or you got to hire that electrician. This is totally customizable and an easy upgrade. And I know you got a few kids. I think your kids could appreciate having one in their room so they don't have to worry about their adapters, and you don't have to worry about their electronics and all that. And yes, you even have that night light built in. Turn it on or turn it off. You know, maybe you can't sleep with a little bit of extra light. I just like the light because I'm like, where's that? I can't see the USB port. I can't see the plug. So you have really versatility with this. And that's where it really is a great gift, no matter who you give it to. One person said, remember how we used to put batteries on top of a present? so they had a way to use it.
Yeah.
If you give someone a vacuum, a food processor that needs power, and then they walk over to here and they're like, oh, I can unplug something. Not if you give them this as well. So they'll love it the moment you give it to them.
That's a great idea. It comes in a nice box as well. It is a $40.50 gift, but today it's only $24.95. That's the lowest price we've ever offered on Sharper Image. You know this name, of course. It's the name in high quality electronics and electronics support like you're getting here with this surge protection. It is a great price, great value. 3 flexible payments. Your item number 726466. Go ahead and get a few: white, beige, blue, or gray. You will not regret it, and you'll love this price. Bill, thank you so much for bringing us such a great solution.
Always glad to be in the house with you, Shannon.
All right, I love it. Shannon's in the house. Thanks, Bill. Take care. All right, so we've got a lot coming up for you on Shannon's in the House. You know, Shannon Smith is usually the Shannon in the house, but she passed the baton on to me. So I'm so glad to be able to be on a holiday head start with you. If you're new to HSN, we're glad